Okay, this is better.
Oh,
You're live again.
that's better.
And you got to stop moving. So you said you're the Veronica what?
Your cousins like clown me. I don't know if you guys couldn't hear me. You were saying something about a lab or something where I had to wait a couple seconds to answer questions. And like, I don't know, they couldn't really understand me. Like, I was saying I'm CBRF certified. They was saying I'm CPR certified. And it was just a whole lot. It's been a while though.
Okay, we could do it again, but you got to make sure your Wi-Fi is good this time. You ready?
Okay.
Right.
I'm ready.
Okay. V, how old are you?
I'm 30.
30. What do you do for a living?
I do a lot. I'm a healthcare provider.
Here we go.
Right now I'm at Walmart. I kind of bounce all over. I make wigs.
Ma'am.
I kind of do a lot. Okay. I'm in school.
What pays the bills?
30. So what do you want me to what you want me to write for your profession?
Entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur. And but it's wigs, healthcare provider, and Walmart.
Yep.
Do you have any kids?
Yes, I have two.
How old are your two kids?
I have a 3-year-old and I have a 6-year-old.
Are they by the same man?
No.
Why are you not with the 3-year-old dad?
You did this last time.
We're gonna do it again. I don't remember.
Okay.
And it's a question.
Okay. I'm not with him. I'm not with him because he's just not right. He's Hispanic. Okay, he's not black. He's like, I would say elite. He don't want to. I'm like the man of the relationship. He don't want to do the things he's supposed to do, like far as going to work and getting a job, like working the legal way. He wants to work the illegal way. So like, he can't get his
Damn, where's she at? In a tunnel?
Your Wi-Fi's not on your side.
Oh my God. She sounded like motherboard and she got motherboard's hair. If you ever saw Cyber Chase, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh my God. Where's she at?
The way her hair didn't load in fully as blue, that's the way her Wi-Fi is not loaded in.
Ma'am.
That's
raggedy.
Stand right next to the router.
Stand on top of it. Stand in it. Put your hand on it.
It's like talking to someone from the past. Like,
right.
I don't know. When did Wi-Fi really became a thing? Like where you didn't have to be connected to the Ethernet anymore. I don't know
like the when 2010s, that happened. Like, around there.
So we talking to somebody from 2010s.
Mm-hmm.
Like
2005.
Yeah.
Flip phone.
Like when the internet just first came out, when you had the AOL disc.
Dial up. 750 free minutes.
I feel like we went into the past to talk to her.
Yeah.
Or Kendra went into the past. Look, Kendra, hers is high definition. This is low definition.
Right.
This is how this is how it used to look when you had that box TV in your
you gotta put TV. The antennas. You gotta move the antennas with the aluminum for you. You got a wire hanger. That's a conductor.
This is the difference. You got box TV and then you got flat screen TV. Let's get it together. And you know what? She listed all these jobs. You work in healthcare. You work at Walmart, but you wait wigs on the side. You know what? I might need to go get me some more jobs.
Yeah.
Because just having one full-time job might not be enough, y'all.
You feeling insignificant now?
Yeah, I feel like I'm behind. I need at least 2 more jobs.
She doing a whole lot of nothing. Got all them jobs and ain't paying the damn Wi-Fi.
Pay your Wi-Fi.
Stealing Wi-Fi.
But let's continue. Hopefully she can give us a clear answer on what's going on with the baby daddy, because she's talking about he doing illegal activities.
Dry snitching.
You ain't have to snitch on the man like that.
Snitched on them dry on Kendra's show. That's great.
Let's see if we can get more about that.
side, honey. So you said this is the other time we had a lag. Your Wi-Fi isn't on your side tonight either. Okay, let's stay right there. Let's see if this works. Now, what did you say? The reason you're not with your child's father that's 3 years old?
Repeat that.
He's not. He don't have his shit together. Put it like that. He's not a man. He doesn't have his things down pat of what a man should be. He's not in order. He's just all over the place with it.
Can I ask you a question? Was he ever in order?
No.
Before, when we are high school sweethearts, so yes, I would say he was in order before. He was. I'm not gonna lie, he was. He had it. That was years.
High school is not fair because high school is high school, child.
Y'all was high school sweethearts. Y'all got a 3-year-old, and you got a 6-year-old before that. So
that ain't her high school sweetheart, or he is her high school sweetheart. She went and had the 6-year-old, and then she spun the block and got with him and had the 3-year-old.
That's nasty work.
Why did y'all stop spinning the block?
Yeah, keep going. Go straight. When you hit that light, that next light, keep going straight.
Go straight.
Jesus, Lord, man.
As I always say, you know what? I always say you got one time to spin the block. Maybe depending on the circumstances prior. But after that, we try to rekindle. We going in circles. Ain't nothing going from here. While we keep spinning the block, we just burning rubber out here.
Literally. I'm out of here. I'm done.
I'm out.
Anyway. So let us continue.
Yeah, I would say up until we were 21. We broke bad at 21. Put it like that.
Let me ask you this. You said that he wants. Okay, what was you gonna say?
Kendra,
from 16 to 21, we broke bad.
Breaking
bad.
Okay,
like you're 30 years old. Okay, you're 30 years old. Your baby's 3, so you got pregnant at 26.
Yes,
maybe, right?
We had a miscarriage. We had our first child back in 2015, and that was a stillborn baby. That was like our first child, and like soon after we lost our baby, everything just broke bad. He started another relationship right away, and it just went down from there. And it was like he would continue to come back and dip in my life, and then dip back out.
What the heck?
Just in and out.
Well, I'm very sorry you lost your child. Your baby was stillborn. That's terrible. Mm-hmm. So I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I want to ask this question. Let me just ask this question directly. When you were dealing with him, did you know he was in the streets?
No.
So when you got pregnant with your 3-year-old child, what did you think his job was?
Well, when I got pregnant with my 3-year-old child, like I said, we were dipping. I wasn't in a relationship with him.
What did you think his V? What did you think? What did you think his job was?
To get nervous, start
pregnant with him by your 3-year-old child.
Mm-hmm.
What did I think his job was? What do you mean? Like what
did you think his job was?
Because I asked you why you are not with your 3-year-old child, and rightfully so. You said he's in the streets. He doesn't want to get his life together. He doesn't, and those are all good reasons. But I'm trying to figure out: did you get pregnant with him knowing those things? So I'm asking you, what did you think his job was before you got pregnant by him?
To hit it and quit it. It was booty calls. It was just us just not working the relationship.
Wait a minute.
We were just having sex.
You still didn't answer.
You're not answering my question. My question is very clear. And I know the cousins be getting mad, but this is why at times it's a challenge with women because y'all just won't answer the question. The question is quite simple. What do you think his occupation was when you was having sex with him?
I mean, hey, we didn't have an occupation at the moment. I mean, I'm not going to lie, he was working, but.
What was he doing?
But listen, I'm just trying to get you to realize you knowingly was participating with him in that way. So you said the reason you're not with him is the same thing you accepted about him. Like you were sleeping with him knowing he was all those things. He didn't lie to you. That's who he was. And you move forward with him and end up getting pregnant. So I'm trying to help you take some accountability and knowing.
You said the A word.
But this is the issue. I'm going to say this overall, this is a real challenge for women in general. I have at times with the show because it's almost like women do not want to admit that there is an accountability factor in these relationships. They just want to focus on the man. But I think if we could focus on the facts, we could learn from the mistakes and move forward.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah,
Okay.
none of you should say.
All right. So now that we got there, and the question would have been very simple if you would have just answered it when I was asking you, girl. But let's keep going.
No, because it's a whole story behind it. I really want to get into how I got pregnant. It's the story behind how I got pregnant. Like I was saying, we was dipping and dabbing in, like the whole world know, everybody know, people around me. The way I got pregnant is, okay, was in a relationship with a white man, and I had made a status on Facebook stating, you know, like I'm no longer going to be available. I'm not going to be single anymore. And my baby dad hopped in my inbox that night. Oh, can we sleep together one more time? I see you found you a man. You doing you. I'm doing me. Great. I slept with him that one night. Mind you, he always slept with protection.
Oh,
he slipped the condom off. Mind you, to this day.
Oh my God.
After we slept together, he slipped the condom off. He's not knowing because he hit it from the back. And he announced he slipped the condom off. And he laughed. A month later, I was pregnant. Still to this day, he laughed about it like it's a joke. Still to this, he knowing he's doing. We have been sleeping together, mind you. We lost our baby in 2015. He's been the only man I've been sleeping with. It took for him to 2020 to get me pregnant. And the way he got me, he slipped the condom off, and he knows to this day, like he tracked me. But at the same time, being me, I knew who I was sleeping with, but I wouldn't suspect for him to play.
The Wi-Fi is telling on her. All of that was a lie.
The whole lie. Or maybe the parts I caught got you lying. I don't know. I give you the listen, either way.
Lying.
You bought that line? Let's sleep together one more time. If he said, let's sleep together one more time before you go on to Mr. Right. And you gonna go do it? That's anyway. He's the only man I slept with and all that, but you was with Mr. Right when he called you back. Like, sis, like, you should have saved the backstory and just Kendra gave you the way out. Let Kendra explain, and then you keep on. You want to go back. You see? But what Kendra was saying, right.
Go ahead.
Kendra was saying was right. Excuse me. With y'all too, because you said you agree. Y'all point of view was absolutely right. Instead of just taking the little ding, the little bit, like the little ding that you had, okay, whatever, you double back, spun the block, okay, I had a little played a part in it, okay, let's move on. No, you want to try to go further and be the victim. And now you look even more stupid than you did previously. Like, it's crazy.
Right. Oh, it's a whole story behind it. Don't tell that story. Keep that to yourself. Because now you sitting up here don't know the difference between raw and condom. What that feel like, ma'am, apparently. Well, he was hitting it from the back and I didn't know.
I didn't know.
You telling me, ma'am, that you didn't know the difference between latex and skin.
Right. To insinuate, like if he was hitting it from the side, you would have felt the difference. You don't got a condom on. Stop.
Ma'am.
Like,
and especially if he had it on and he slipped it off, you didn't know it's a difference.
When like they don't just slip off like that. Like from my experience. I mean, hey, whatever, man. Whatever.
I mean, maybe you're so caught up in the moment you didn't know the difference.
Yeah, okay. Either way, you sound stupid.
That's all I'm saying.
You sound like, really stupid. You should have just took the L. Took the first L. And all right, let's keep going. No, there's a whole story, and then the world knows. They need to know the truth.
No, we don't. Keep that to yourself.
We don't.
That's between you and your baby daddy. What type of time he was on, slipping the condom off? You need to take that up with him.
Before you,
we don't. They don't matter to us.
That sounds so crazy. Yeah, before you go to Mr. Right, let me tap that one more time, and you say, okay.
Yeah. But it was just that good that he had to spin the block on you to get it one more time.
Right. And then he secretly impregnates you. And then you had to what? After that, what happened? I wonder what happened after that. Why you ain't do what most would do? Take the baby to Mr. Right and say, oh, I'm pregnant. Or was he Mr. White? Did she say he's
I
the
guess.
white man or the
Yeah,
right
it was.
man? The
She
Wi-Fi.
said it was the white man. She was going with the white man.
Okay. And he's Spanish. So what's
And he's
his
Spanish.
interest? Man,
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm confused.
This could have been a story that we didn't know about. It's Kendra's face right now. That's how I feel. I'm confused.
I'm confused.
And I'm so confused. But what could we believe from? What more do we think of someone that's sitting up here with blue hair?
Right, teal. That's more like a teal green.
I was thinking it's more like a smoky blue.
It's like the color, like the Seattle Mariners jersey. It's kind of Ken Griffey. Got a pair of Griffies that color.
Y'all drop down in the comments and tell me what type of blue that is. I'm going with smoky blue.
I'm going with more of a saltwater teal or something like that. It's interesting.
Play it down like that, and not step up and be the dad. After me knowing him all these years, it's been almost 13, 14 years that I've known him, and it's just wow. I don't even want to get into him. It's just wow. Yeah.
It's just wow.
It's dirty.
Okay.
Wow.
I mean, okay. So basically, you were just trying to have enjoyment sex. Y'all had a condom.
You got pregnancy rate. Great.
That's how you got pregnant.
Word to mother. I kid you not. I swear that's
exactly
how it happened. And he laughed about it. And me being me, and I'm like, okay, ain't nothing gonna happen. I'm at my white man house and I'm throwing up, and I'm like, okay, it's time for my period, and before you know it, I'm pregnant.
Plan B.
So at that time, you were in a relationship with a white man?
Yes, yeah, I was starting a relationship. I was, we had been friends for a while, and then he wanted to take it up a notch. So it was like,
So
talk to me.
I have a question. So you slept with him while you was in a relationship with someone else?
Yeah, we never had sex though. My white man, we never had sex. We were friends.
But that's
we were getting ready.
I'm just asking. I'm asking you a clear question.
We were friends.
Y'all. Okay, these conversations be so complicated because y'all just don't be wanting to answer the question.
They was friends.
She just said that she wasn't.
Okay, so what was the Facebook status again?
She was going to be. This my
last. A friend. We're taking it up a notch. I'm no longer going to be single because we were getting ready to get serious. So it was like, okay, now it's time to stop playing around, cut everybody off, let it be known I found someone.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so pause right there. So pause right there. So you made a Facebook status saying you found someone, you're going to be serious in this relationship. He hit you up and you still slept with him.
Yes.
Yes. It's I told you guys, like, we sleep together one last time and da-da-da. And it was like, hey, okay.
Wait a minute.
One last time, that's it. So he called.
Real quick. She said that was her baby's dad, but I thought they didn't have a kid. She's counting the one that didn't make it.
No,
she said it like this, like I went back and slept with him. Yeah, that's my baby dad. That's, you know what I mean? Of course I'm gonna go back. That's what she said. Well, that's what the Wi-Fi had me believe. She said, instead of like, okay, that's my ex. I'm thinking she's counting the child that didn't make it. God rest little baby. But you know what I mean? Like she said it happy. Like she said it like, yeah, you got it. It's my baby daddy. I'm going back. We still don't know what happened with the 6-year-old. This is raggedy.
Yeah.
Just point of order.
Maybe she can.
Let us continue. Okay, please.
But I kind of get what Kendra's like not understanding, because at what point do y'all become official?
I know
because she's talking about, she posted on Facebook she's about to take it up a notch.
You're not getting it. You're not getting it, Queen.
So if you posting that, is there like a 24 to 72 turnaround? You like in between? You still being single and
then your next post
and official,
right?
So I'm with Kendra kind of
the post.
That's what I'm saying. I would think it would have been official when she put the post. That's why Kendra is confused. That's why I was confused.
I agree.
You posted that you about to take it up a notch. Exactly at what point is you gonna take it up a notch? Is
that like now going forward, right? Or in the next 48 to 72 hours, 5 business days.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, so
This
was
is
you
your last chance to get some cat. That's what that probably
maybe
was.
that
Your
was
last
that
call.
post. She said she cutting off people.
Right.
But I
Last
want to know
call.
what's that turnaround.
And she said
No.
everybody. So it was more than Mr. Rico Suave who slipped the condom off and did all that business.
Yeah.
Where's she from again?
I didn't catch that.
I hear a hint of California over there. I hear some
we really
West
haven't
Coast.
Gotten any past the essential questions.
Right.
We still talking about her baby daddy.
Right. We only got like her age. Right. The kids. When we got to the kids, we stopped. I don't know what order of the questions that is, but this is raggedy. Anyway, sorry. I'm trying to understand because she got excited when Kendra figured it out. She was like, yeah, it's my baby daddy. Of course. I'm going to knock him off before I go on to Mr. Right. Man,
this might be a tough one to get through. Let's go.
Let's continue.
Caught me on that last round.
Maybe if you would have just stayed true to your Facebook post and been with the man that you had claimed that you were about to be with. I mean, I'm not saying it's right that he slipped the condom off, so don't think that's true. But what I'm just trying to get women to understand is if you can hold yourself accountable for the consequences of your actions, you can then choose better actions. And the truth be told is you should have never slept with him because you said you was in a new relationship.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
That's the only way to answer this question is the reality is this. You should have been loyal to the man you put out to the world you was about to be loyal to. And that's how your 3-year-old child got here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Karmic.
Okay. All right. Now that we got clarity, and no, I'm not blaming your child's father. I mean, you guys are equal participants. Because let me tell you something else too, ladies. What y'all don't realize is the best flex is when your ex comes back and you're not available. That was the prime opportunity for you to prove to him, like, no, you moved on. Because if you really are a good woman, because I hear everybody, y'all are good women, right? If you're a good woman, you're gonna find a better man. And then your ex is gonna try to see if he still got power, because that's an ego thing. Like your ex wants to prove, like, yeah, she got a man, but I can still hit it when I want to hit it. This is your prime opportunity to prove to your ex, no, I got a new man and I'm not doing that. And you lost out on a good woman. But instead, you proved to him that he can still have you if he wanted to.
Yeah. It's
the biggest flex is not being available for your ex when he try to come back. The biggest flex is not being available for your ex when he tries to come back. Take that as a lesson, ladies. Now let's start, V. We got
what she's saying has right. Go ahead, Queen. Go ahead.
We're not gonna act like some of these women is not fiending for their ex to come back. So that she might be sitting there in the corner fiending for him to spin the block back.
True.
So we're not gonna act like that don't happen. Like, oh, it's a flex for him to come back. No, some of these chicks want that man that they lost out on to spin the block on them.
On top of that, you have to add into the account, like, ego is not exclusive to men. Right. It's probably in her mind, she felt good. Oh yeah, this nigga want to come back and whoop-de-whoop. Yeah, it's chicks that get off on that too. So let's stop with the one way, like he tricked her or something.
Right,
like,
it's not one way.
Nah, sister. She wasn't twicked. Right. She was a willing participant. He ain't do nothing that he knew she wasn't with him doing. Like, he called her, yo, you down with the 187 one time before you go off the band camp or wherever the hell you going? And she was like, okay. And that was that. And this condom slipping off business. I called malarkey on that one. I called bollocks. She probably took the condom off. Who knows, man? I don't trust no chick with no tail, blue hair. Please.
Knows? And so let me go a little bit deeper into that spinning the block. Like I said, you got one time, maybe. That's not no even guarantee, because you have to look back over the relationship and see why y'all broke up. Is it even beneficial for y'all to get back together? If it's still going to be toxic, then you probably should keep on your separate ways. But sometimes people do mess up. You know, sometimes you was young and now you grow, you know, have some type of growth. Maybe it is, you know, it's on you. You make that decision. But all of that, keep spinning the block, keep getting back together, keep breaking up. That's what good does that do? If you keep breaking up, then y'all probably should just stay apart.
I feel that. But it's like, I could definitely feel that. And I'm not too much into the spinning the block thing or whatever, but I can understand it. But I feel like you shouldn't especially spin the block thinking you were going back to what it was.
Right.
For instance, if that was your girlfriend, if you spin the block, y'all gonna be just effing. Like, that can't be your girlfriend again. Like, if that was your whatever, you know what I mean, live in, your baby mama, no, like, I don't think you're going to spin the block into a relationship that was healthy, or even where you were. Like, it's just like a downgrade every time you go back around.
I can see that.
Situation.
Yeah, I could see that.
Right.
But
if you spinning, you got to know why you spinning. You know what I mean?
Right. And that's what I'm trying to say. Like, you got to know, just how you said it. You have to know why you spinning the block, and it depends on the circumstances, and it depends on y'all. It's not oh yeah, everybody should do that. Nope.
No.
You got to make the decision on whether or not you want to do that.
She was honest though. Like, it tickled her fancy because she said it was sexual. She wanted to get the whoopty whoop. I'm saying she could have just took that to the white man or the white man. But she, you know, those things go both ways, man. Like, it's not as one-sided as Kendra wanted to make it seem. That was my point of order on that. But we can continue whenever you're ready.
V, 30, healthcare entrepreneur. She works at Walmart. She makes wigs. Mom of 2 kids. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Taurus.
When's your birthday?
May 20th.
Okay, May 20th. All right, May 20th. And what city you live in?
Wisconsin.
West what?
Wisconsin.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Milwaukee. Okay. All right, let's do it. Wisconsin. All right, V, 30, is a Taurus, mom of 2 kids, never married, right?
No.
Never married. Has a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old. We got the backstory. Entrepreneur, calling us from Milwaukee. What kind of man are you looking for now?
Independent, someone who's looking to build, not looking to get built up. Like, I want my man already built. Someone who knows what they want.
Every time she starts.
Okay, a man that knows what he wants. What are your deal breakers?
I would say liar. Someone who's not committed, don't know how to keep their word. Just be a man of your word.
Okay. Does he have to look a certain way?
No, not necessarily. I'm not kind of like into the look type of girl. So the looks doesn't really matter to me.
Okay. What about money? Should you make a certain amount of money?
Yeah, he gonna have to bring in the bacon.
How much bacon he has to bring in?
He needs at least a couple $100,000 a year, at least.
A couple as at least $200K a year?
Yeah, at least $200K a year.
Oh, Lord.
So I'm assuming your 3-year-old dad made that because he was working in the streets.
He
right?
don't work.
No, he made $90K a year.
How you know? In the street.
Have you ever dated a man that was 200?
Did his book?
Not street money. I never really counted the streets money because I wasn't into that. So like that's a straight turn off. But far as like working, he made $90K for like an actual job. But on the street, I never.
What was that job?
I never seen it.
And when?
Never around me with it, so I can't sit there and say what he made off of street money. But
wow.
Okay. Have you? Just curious. Have you ever dated a man that made 200K?
Yes, I have.
You have. What was his occupation?
He had rental properties and he inherited it a lot. So like my rich white guy I'm telling you about. So he owned rental properties. He had 42
the rich white guy
properties.
that you had a great chance with, but you slept with the baby daddy and got pregnant.
Exposed.
So did y'all break up once you had to reveal something that you were pregnant?
No, we actually were friends for a while. You know, I never took it to the relationship part, but he was still a great guy, and it was just like I allowed for my baby daddy to like.
Okay, well, hold
mess
on. Then
that
he's
up.
not an option because I'm asking you, did you ever date?
Okay, before we get into that, let's talk about this 200K and her baby daddy making 90 K, because she never would answer what the baby daddy did. Kendra sat up here for a few minutes trying to get a straight answer out of her. What does your baby daddy do? He was working. He was in the streets. He was doing illegal activities. Now she said he made 90K off of working a full-time job. So what did he do?
Right. When and where? You told us that because you left him because he didn't want to be a man and he wanted to be in the streets. That's what you said. You don't know him for work. That's basically what you said. I don't.
Right.
Jeez.
Because if he's making 90K, why would he need to be in the streets?
Right. That's more of a want. But at the end of the day, like, it doesn't matter. Like, why would you come up here and say you're saying two different things about one person? It doesn't make sense. Like, that doesn't add up. She's trying to say face lying like a motherfucker. Lying. Shame.
And lying. And then we're talking about 200K. What man that makes 200K is going for a blue-haired 2x2 baby mama that can't get her story straight? What man?
My goodness.
And you had a man that was making 200K, the white man. But look, you spun the block with your baby daddy, got pregnant by him, and that friendship never blossomed to a relationship.
He was already about to take you with one.
Right.
See, you don't know how to, can't handle success. Self-sabotage. That's all that is.
He was about to take you. That's all you have to do. Is just
messing with your broke, quote unquote, broke baby daddy.
It seems like you fumbled the bag.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah.
You fumbled. Yep. You fumbled at the 1 yard line. You read it back. You read it all the way back down the field and fumbled. You know how they do the celebration run, the last 15 yards because nobody's close to them?
And got stripped.
And then you fumbled by yourself. Like nobody was around you. And you still like you dropped the ball.
Tripped over your own feet.
That's what she did.
She thought she was slick.
That nobody could catch her. Nobody's near her. And you tripped over your own foot. You slipped on the turf.
Silly.
At the 1 yard line.
Silly.
See, you know what? Maybe it's not that y'all don't have opportunities as single mothers. Y'all be having opportunities. We have watched a lot of these shows. Y'all be having opportunities to meet good, decent men, even men that have the means that y'all are talking about, but you fumble it. You self-sabotage. And once you get to Kendra's show, this is the last stop.
Pretty much. Because now you aired all your dirty laundry. Like you can't even run the con on an unsuspecting, you know what I mean? If any prospective man was watching this, even remotely interested, you just sent them away. Like, with your antics.
Right.
So
let's continue.
A man that makes 200K. Now you're telling me y'all were just friends. So which one is it?
I mean, he was kind of. He sponsored me, so we never. When I say date, I never mean like we never slept together, but
so that's
we were working towards things. We never had a sexual relationship out of the years we've known each other. Because I've known him for 7 years now. I haven't talked to him in maybe 2 years, but I've known him for a while, so it wasn't like he's met my family, took my families on trips. Cabin logs a lot, so like I would consider it kind of dating. I mean, I even got engaged to him, so he even proposed to me.
Wait, I have a question. So you guys never in life had sex?
No, we were saving it for marriage. We were saving it for marriage.
Oh my God!
And I know him.
How low was this rich white man?
Huh?
How old?
Oh, he was 59.
Oh, okay. That
Yeah.
explains.
59 years old. So you said he sponsored you. So he was paying your bills and stuff?
She wasn't gonna sleep
Yes,
with
paying
that
my
man.
bills, taking me on trips.
Do y'all know what this sounds like?
Mm.
This sounds like a sugar baby, sugar daddy relationship.
She called it a relationship.
Nah,
Oh,
it was
man.
a relationship, all right, but it was sugar baby,
Getting
sugar
sugar.
daddy.
He taking
She
out
was
your
getting
whole
sugar.
family.
You should have married him. You fumbled.
He would have been
fumbled.
what? What is he now? 70? Well, he's 50. He's 60 something. He'd been closer to the end than the beginning. He could have inherited all that. You half gold digging skeezer.
Again, like I said before, y'all don't even know how to gold dig, right?
None. You can't. Your
Y'all be fumbling.
pookie baby daddy done effed up your gold digging attempt. And you let him. You let him.
You let him. Like,
you wanted him to.
And again, I wanna say, don't finesse the man, finesse the situation.
Yeah.
This was a situation for you to finesse.
Definitely. You messed that up. You messed that
bag.
up.
Oh my God, this is ridiculous. Can we take? I mean, did we even take her seriously in the beginning? But I was gonna say we can't take her seriously. She fumbled the bag. The man took you and your family on trips. He was engaged to you. He didn't even want none from you. He probably couldn't even really get it. Probably needed a red, not a red.
Blue and yellow.
He needed a blue and yellow to get it up.
Power pellet.
So you didn't even have to give him none. And you fumbled the back. I mean, at some point he was gonna expect it. He was gonna want some. He was gonna claim.
If you gonna run game, game got to be tight. This shit raggedy, man.
This is raggedy.
This is raggedy. Like
y'all,
are you
really out here running raggedy game like that?
You're gonna get caught every time. You're gonna get tripped up. You don't mean no good.
But let's just review the facts. She had a man that had some inheritance, some rental property. He was making the money. He proposed. He didn't want no sex. He real generous with the funds. He ain't required too much.
That's what y'all like, right?
He ain't required too much from you.
But he was 59.
He was 59, but you go to mess this up, to go spin the block with your baby daddy that you claim they ain't got nothing. How dumb does that sound?
To see, he's her age. See, this is where the rubber meets the road. Like, see what took over, not her in her mind, okay, in her rational mind, her situation is good with this Mr. White. I mean, I keep saying that. Mr. Right, excuse me. But no, in her inhibitions, and her cat wants Pookie with the funny, with the ignorant pumps. That's all that is. Like, she made the decision. She thought she could have her cake and eat it too, but karmic reasons got you caught up. Like,
right?
Damn,
you got pregnant.
BS.
You got pregnant.
You could have had an iron condom on. The karma got you there. Like, she chose her body over her mind. Her cat won out.
And and that's the most logical person to pick was the older man that is established
security.
The security. That's what I'm trying to say. The most logical pick here, the most logical option for her was to pick the older dude that was with the security. She picked irresistible pumps.
There you go.
And street life, dude.
Yep.
That left her a 2-time. Now she a 2-time baby mama. She was a 1-time, but he left her a 2-time. He don't have no type of offer of proposal, no type of
security,
ring.
nothing. Don't work in the streets. Here today, gone tomorrow. And she gave on in. Okay.
This is why I say you fumbled the bag.
Yeah, sensation over security. Like, she want that damn feeling. You want the excitement. And look what happened. Now look at you now on Kendra. With Kendra looking at you like a dumbass. Last stop.
You on Kendra's show begging for another man to look at you.
Stop, man. Let's get out of here.
This is ridiculous.
Get to wrapping this up.
Supporting me with anything I needed. He was like, we were friends before anything. But I mean, knowing that we wanted each other, it wasn't like, it was just like we wasn't moving fast. It wasn't like he were pressuring me to do things, even though I know myself, he wanted to sleep with me, but it was just him being the man that he was. He was just with patience with me. He knew that, you know, I really don't like sex before marriage. So it's like, he was really big on that.
Who doesn't like sex before marriage?
I don't discourage my baby dad. As far as getting in the street, sleeping with other men, I can vouch. I don't do that. So, but that's my.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait a goddamn second.
Right? I do.
So, when did you start the rule you don't believe in sex before marriage?
I started that kind of after I gave birth to my son.
Ma'am, don't play with our time. Don't play.
So basically, the white guy, you didn't want to have sex with him. So what is
I did, but I didn't.
Thank you.
I did, but I didn't. I didn't want to add a new collect.
Why would say this?
It's a body count thing. I don't want to add another body count. If I'm still sleeping with my baby dad, who I've been sleeping with for the last 15 years, why go add a new body count when, you know, I can just go sleep with him and get it over with, and then.
What was the kind of thing you told me you wanted again, honey? What was the kind of?
Stop the charade.
What were they? People are paid to ask you questions too.
Come on, L-double-I.
These first. Ray J said she was trying to get that pension.
Right.
But you can't make this stuff up, Miss Kendra. Okay. LW says you want a man that makes $200K. Please elaborate on what you're bringing to the table in the relationship.
My own everything, my own business. I didn't mention that neither. I have my own business. I have an LLC.
Why was she
a care provider. My business is called Care for by Angels. So that business by itself will bring that in. I've had that business for a year now. So I bring to the table my own everything.
I'm trying to understand. So you got to stop moving. So you want a man that makes $200K, and you also don't want to have sex until you're married. Is that still your rule?
Now we change.
That would be hard. I mean,
but it wasn't hard with the 59-year-old white man.
No, it wasn't, because we grew into that.
We grew into
that. We were friends before anything. So we were friends, and then it just turned to liking each other. And then it's like, okay, so where could we take it from here type of thing. It wasn't no, hey, my friend, you sponsored me. It was, hey, how you doing? And he came to me, actually. He came up to me and Dave & Buster. I was taking my kid out for Dave & Buster, and he just came up to me and was like, hey, how about you pick your kid any toy in the store? Like literally anything he wanted in the store. And my son grabbed the smallest teddy bear, and they just went on from there. It wasn't like,
okay, V, let me say this. So V,
let me understand. Let me just understand this. You in Dave & Buster's, and a random man walks up and say, "Hey, little guy, let me buy you
whatever you want, Tiger." And you ain't maced that man? You crazy? Are y'all crazy? Wouldn't
that be weird? Wouldn't that be weird? That a random guy walks up and says, "Hey, Tiger," or "Hey, little buddy." I don't know. "Hey, little guy," but you grab whatever you want. It's on me. I mean, you don't buy stuff out of Dave & Buster's. You got the tickets.
You gotta earn it, right? You gotta win it. I didn't even know you could buy stuff from Dave. Good catch. I didn't even realize that.
Right. So he must have had tickets. That brings up
that's
even
creepy.
More
that's even more creepy. Motherfucker with Dave & Buster, roll a Dave & Buster ticket so you can get whatever you want. He ain't got no kids in there with him. Nothing.
He ain't got no kids.
No.
A middle-aged man up in there.
See, I see what you're trying to do.
With no kids.
See, I ain't gonna let you do it.
And he just walked up to you with your kid. I would say that would be a little creepy and weird for me. But hey, if you a single mother out here struggling, maybe it'd be
maybe that's ideal, right?
Maybe that's ideal. I don't know. But oh my God. It's a lot.
She said it'll be hard not to have sex before marriage, but these are your rules, quote unquote. Kendra exposed that she's the one that has sex with that man. And that's even more. You didn't even have to give up the cat. You could have just
You
married
have
him and
to.
then floated him along, whatever you doing. Like again, finesse the
coulda-
situation, not the man. He don't want to have
Right.
sex with you, but he buying you all the stuff, taking your family to do this. He rich, I woody whoop, and you still go back talking about the
Right.
body count. That's what got
But,
you in this in the first place.
But
I'm
now it's to me it seemed like he a little creepy. But
She wasn't
I don't
worried
know.
about it.
But she don't seem like she was too worried about it. But that seemed like a little creepy or whatnot. But the part for me was really that, you know, I really don't like to have sex outside of marriage. I know you ain't sit up there and form your lips to say some foolishness like that.
Oh my God.
After you have two kids by two different men, and then you did have the stillborn baby. So that's another baby that was in your womb, ma'am.
That's a lot of sex and not a lot of marriage.
You've been pregnant 3 times. Come on now.
A lot of sex. Well, that we know about.
That's you having sex. That's what you're doing. You having sex outside of marriage. Don't sit up here and say, I'm meek and I'm mild and I don't like having sex. That's the whole reason you got pregnant by this dude. He hit you up for some sex.
And you took the bait every time. You ain't, come on now. Get out of here.
When he DM'd you and said looking for some sex, you should have said, you know, I don't really like having sex.
There you go. Pose that same energy with Pookie as you had with that white man.
Right. You should have told him and you wouldn't have this other baby.
And the white man didn't want to have sex. That's nonsense.
He wanted to have sex with you. Right.
You had your little T and A out. And that was all he was looking at. So he went up to the little boy. Hey, come on, Tiger. You can get whatever you can. Get out of here, man. Get out.
So,
get out of here, man.
Oh my God.
Oh,
you know what? We got just a few minutes left of blue haired. We're going to try to finish this.
You're saying you want another man like this. You want another man that's going to spoil you in this way that makes $200K.
Don't necessarily have to be no man to spoil me. I do everything. I spoil myself. I do everything for myself.
Why does the man have to make with that? So, but you told me that the man has to make at least a couple of hundred, which is a couple is 2, so $200K to date you. And you've never really dated a man that made $200K, other than the white guy that was doing stuff for you that you didn't have sex with, correct?
Oh, I have another friend. Another white friend. Actually,
she's a whore.
We can get deep.
Let me ask you this.
She's a whore.
Go ahead.
The girl's a whore.
This get deep over here, Kendra. It may take some times, but it get deep over here, baby. I have another friend who just placed me in a Hummer 2002 H2 sitting up on 26s, and I've never slept with him either. Like, all my friends are wealthy. I come across wealthy friends.
So why you on here?
Okay, so V, with that being said, why call me? Why not just date these wealthy men that are buying you trucks, taking care of your kids? What is the point of you calling me? If
they're friends, Kendra. What's wrong with having friends? They're friends.
This not the friend show.
Well, honey, I'm trying to. Well, you're bringing them up in dating. Now I'm asking you clear questions.
No,
see, I get aggravated. This is where I get
because I'm getting aggravated too. You saying dating?
Listen, honey, V, you tested my patience. So
us too.
Here is the question I'm asking you. You bringing up these men, when I'm asking you, have you ever dated a man that has $200K? One time they're friends, one time they're not. My thing is, if you got 2 men who are fooling you, then girl, you got it. There's no need for you to call me.
You got it, girl. You got it,
Kendra.
Wouldn't that be the truth?
What's your definition of dating? Because there's 2 definitions of dating. There's a definition of dating. There's a definition of friends.
Okay, let me ask you this. What is your idea of a relationship that you're seeking? What is the definition of a relationship to you?
An ideal of a relationship? Well, I am a homebody, so someone who knows how to take care of home, someone who knows how to take care of a woman, someone who knows how to go to work and come home and take care of a family.
So these men are not relationships.
You want to fuse
because they're not these people. They're not partners with you, right?
They could be, but I'm not sleeping with anyone. Men get upset when you don't want to sleep with them. So if you're upset because I don't want to sleep with you, I'm gonna friend zone you. I don't go off giving.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
So you slapped them, you cuffed them, threw them, banished them to the friend zone, and they just want to throw gifts and money at you. This don't make no damn sense. She want to fuse her Pookie and her sugar daddy. The reason she didn't go with the white man and homie could call in and all that because he had the pumps and woo whoop. This guy's an older gentleman. The thought of sleeping with him is not ideal. They want to freak off and have somebody fit the bill. Like if he didn't call in right there, he could have called in at any time. She would have probably went and married dude and went back and freaked with whoever she was freaking with. Like they mindset is so warped, like that blue dye and pink dye and all that got to be sucking on your goddamn brain. And she thinks that this makes there's two definitions of dating. No, there's not. It's either you dating, y'all in a relationship, y'all having sex, y'all doing the whole deal, or you just friends, peoples, da-da-da-da. This motherfucker spending money on you, actually, it's not neither. He ain't your friend, and he ain't your relationship. That's some sugar daddy shit. He tricking, he trying to buy the box. Like, come on with the funny, trying to squeeze. I don't have sex with it. You having sex with a whole bunch of people, probably. Talking crazy. This is nonsense. I'm losing brain cells doing this shit, man. This is crazy. These blue-haired, dizzy goddamn Lizzies making up little terms as they go along. And I see why Kendra's frustrated. Like, yeah, you answering a question, but then you changing the answer at the same time. Which one is it, love? Did you date? Are you dating? What, honey?
Is you tricking? Is you sugaring? What?
I mean, what's up? Like,
I mean, but how you friend zone the sugar daddy? The sugar daddy was already in a role. Like, it's already established what role he's in. He's a sugar daddy. You can't friend zone him.
You can't. And that ends your sugar. If he found out, seriously, like, we know you got to understand without understanding, even if you've never been in that, there's a connotation. There's inklings. There's something unwritten rules. Like if he's sugaring on you, he's trying to get some box. You're not going to tell him I'm not giving you no box and he going to keep sugaring on you, homie.
No,
that's weird. Like, I don't understand what you, and if so, you need to just ride out. Kendra's right. What the hell you doing here? Now you telling everybody, you telling him and everybody else, you looking for somebody else to get a pud to, but you still want the sugar. And this is ignorant, man. Go ahead, Queen. I'm
up the goodies. You're gonna be my friend for anything. I'm gonna fuck your brain before I fuck what's in your pants. I want to know what's up here before I want to know what's down there. So I come across a lot of men who don't have the patience for that. They want to right away. I'm not that girl. I'm sorry. It's not gonna fly like that. I want to know what you got up here.
You that girl.
There. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not coming on here looking for somebody to hump on right away.
V, I'm actually very confused. I'm very confused. I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, because you must thought it was a busted open game over here. No, it's not like that. You don't get what I'm saying because I'm not a freak. What I'm telling you,
I'm not a freak.
You don't have to know that I'm the fucker.
Every time she starts lying, that Wi-Fi.
What's so hard?
Well, girl, when they buy you Hummers, tell them to buy you Wi-Fi.
Right.
Tell them to buy you some Wi-Fi for your damn
Listen, I got what I need. It ain't got nothing to do with the Wi-Fi, honey. It's the area I'm in right now. I'm not even at home. It's the area I'm in right now. It got nothing to do with the Wi-Fi.
When I ask questions, if you answer them, everything is easy. As you just saw with V, every time I asked a question, we had a whole backstory. We had a whole 1,000 things.
We're going to stop here. I don't want to hear Kendra's explanation. We get it. So, it's a lot. We want to give our final thoughts on Miss Freakaleek V.
If you can't run raggedy game, young lady, if you're going to run game, it got to be tight. This is just all over the place. We saw the play, you know what I mean? The play was right there in front of us. I don't know what she thought was going to happen, but she fumbled the easy bag, it seemed like, from what she said. I don't know what's the truth and what's the lies. What can we really go on? I got sneakers the color of her hair. Like, forget about it. Like, I don't even understand what's her angle. Like, you should have just went with homie white man, did you, or whatever. Like, you giving up some pud. Like, you trying to play virtuous. It's funny, like, they dress, they act, they even live the lifestyle, but when it come to actually when you say they're giving up put, oh no, not me. Like, come on, this is cap. Like, stop the cap. You got the blue hair on, but let's stop the cap. Like, let's cut that short. Like, be honest. Tell the truth. Like, truth is the light. You could come up here and spit whatever. You think you lying and making these little funny terms is making you look better, but it just made you look worse. When Kendra gave you the first explanation and gave you the first out, you should have just continued from there. It gets deep and you gotta defend.
No,
come on, right? You gotta defend the foolery. Like, it's no defense for this. It just went even more downhill from there. Y'all stories be real horrible. Like, a lot of this shit you should keep to yourself. We didn't need that. Like, that was the adverse for your situation. Kendra gave you the out. Okay, well, you fucked around a little bit. Whoop. All right, cool.
Right.
Made a mistake. I'm gonna go on. Let's move on. No, you gotta explain it. And then we bring in other men in other situations, and you just look dumber and dumber and dumber. Y'all just making me dumb. Anyway, go ahead, Queen.
This is a freak leak. Misha, Kendra, Keisha, Lavar, freak leak. I don't know. I don't know if that's the names he said.
Whatever.
But I threw some
say
names
her
in
name
there.
in it.
Veronica, Monica, freak leak. This is what this is. This is a freak leak. Talking about now. I mean, like you said, she playing a part. Okay, you look like a hoe. You acting like a hoe. So when the man come to collect,
Virtue.
Okay, you acting like a hoe. Let's get this going.
Do business. No.
Now you got a nun habit on. No, sir. No sex for me. I'm a virtuous woman. I'm of the cloth. I'm saved, sanctified, and saved, filled with the Holy Ghost.
Sure.
I know she did not come up in there and say that.
Yes, she did.
It's like y'all forget what y'all just said. Like, if you just talking about how a dude was hitting it from the back, he slipped off the rubber and you couldn't feel it. Either you ain't got no sensitivity down there,
the walls,
or the walls is not intact. So we can't go from talking about him beating it up from the back that you don't really like to have sex before marriage, ma'am. That don't make no sense. And I wonder, when you meet these men, what type of stories is you telling them? This is her telling a story. So if you start telling them the stories, what they start thinking, oh nah, okay, I'm gonna get some.
Yeah.
Then she's talking about she need a man that could be patient. Why do they gotta be patient?
Wow.
To get something from you, and they giving the most to you.
Wow. That doesn't
they
make
paying your bills, they putting you up in a Hummer, and
right.
all of that.
And all that, right?
Why they gotta be patient, but your baby daddies can come hit it
in and out,
back.
Right? At will, when he feel like it. Like,
he can impregnate you. He can slip the condom off. You don't even know if he had a condom when he got in there.
Right.
So
she wasn't worried about it.
He ain't show up with no condoms. Matter of fact,
he had no condoms in there. Why would he use a condom? He been hitting that shit since 15 years. Why would he show up with it? All of a sudden he got a condom? Get out of here, man.
Now
run that game on somebody else, please.
Dude. So this is a freak league. This is
100%.
that she trying to play the virtuous card. Don't let these women do that.
Fool you.
Like, in the same sentence, I mean, you will be able to see by her character and things like that if that's truly a virtuous woman. But if this woman don't speak like she no virtuous woman. Anyways, and plus that blue hair was not it. If you're not doing cosplay, anime, why you walking around with blue hair?
Right. I ain't see too many virtuous. Done. I ain't see too many virtuous women with blue hair. So you take that for what it's worth. Whatever.
But that's all I got for Veronica.
Man, listen, man. This is whatever. God bless her. Well, y'all heard what we think. More importantly, we want to know what you guys think. Get down in the comment section. Let us know if you agree, disagree. We were on base, off base. We are 360-degree thinkers on this platform. Free thought is always #1 celebrated here. Leave a like on your way out. Sub up if you so choose to. And we'll be back real soon with some more of this dating show foolishness. If we survive. This one was tough. Thank y'all for coming out. Y'all have a good night.